Hello everyone. This episode will talk about the martyrs from our village who rest in the Jin-Cha-Ji Martyrs Cemetery. When I was in elementary school, because every year at the end of the year, our teachers led us to sweep the courtyards of all the families of martyrs and give them couplets, I had the impression that our village had many anti-Japanese war martyrs. But apart from my uncle, I knew nothing about the other martyrs. Recently, I accidentally saw a list of martyrs in the Jin-Cha-Ji Martyrs Cemetery in Juncheng, Tang County, and was surprised to find that there were 16 martyrs from our village in this cemetery alone. During the War of Resistance against Japan, our village had only about 100 households, and there were 16 martyrs who sacrificed their lives in this place alone. Among them, 14 died in the War of Resistance against Japan, 1 died in the War of Liberation, and 1 died in the war to resist U.S. aggression and aid Korea. It can be seen that the sacrifices in the War of Resistance against Japan were enormous. If we also include the civilians killed by the Japanese army during the War of Resistance against Japan, the total number of deaths nationwide during the Japanese invasion of China was likely over 30 million. Historical records show that 1,135 young people from our county sacrificed their lives fighting against the Japanese army. The list of martyrs in this cemetery includes those who died in the War of Liberation and the Korean War, totaling 851. The following is an excerpt from the list of martyrs at the Jin-Cha-Ji Martyrs Cemetery in Juncheng. The martyrs from our village listed here are Zhong Junling, born 1917. Date of death, no record available. Place of death, Luozhuang. Zhong Laowai, born 1920. Date of death, 1943. Place of death, Yenyu Village. Zhong Gingang, born 1919. Date of death, 1942. Place of death, no record available. Zhong Dongyan, born 1926. Date and place of death, no record available. Zhong Zhenbang, born 1924. Year of death, 1947. Place of death, Qingfengdian. Zhong Guiyu, born 1921. Year of death, 1945. Place of death, Yi County. Di Yunshuan, born 1918. Year of death, no record available. Place of death, Dayang Village. Zhong Zhenpa, born 1920. Year of death, no record available. Place of death, Tang County. Zhong Mulin, born 1918. Year of death, 1943. Place of death, Wan County. Wang Jinci, born 1921. Year of death, 1943. Place of death, Shemen Village. Zhong Gingji, born 1924. Year of death, 1951. Place of death, Korea. Zhong Vong, born 1922. Year of death, 1942. Place of death, Tang County. Zhong Yuzhen, born 1922. Year of death, 1941. Place of death, Tangmai Village. Wang Jincheng. Date of birth, no record available. Date and place of death, no record available. Wang Chonga. Date of birth, no record available. Date and place of death, no record available. Zhong Benzhong, born 1916. Date and place of death, no record available. Zhong Zhenbang and Zhong Gingji died in the Chinese Civil War and the Korean War respectively, while the rest sacrificed their lives in the War of Resistance against Japan. This information from the list of martyrs is simple and incomplete. For example, only the year is given for birthdays and deaths, some even lack this most basic information, let alone their deeds. I consulted some materials and only found a brief introduction to Zong Benzhong. Baidu Encyclopedia states, Zong Benzhong entered the Chemical Engineering Department of Tianjin Hebei Higher Industrial School, note, originally named the Chemical Engineering Department of Tianjin Beiyang University, in 1935, and returned to his hometown after graduation. In the winter of 1937, he participated in the work of the Tang County anti-Japanese democratic government. In the same year, he joined the Communist Party of China and served as a staff member at the Tang County Military Supply Agency. He personally designed and printed 2 temporary postage stamps for Tang County, 1 fen and 5 fen, which are still collected by philatelists today. In 1940, Zong Benzhong was transferred to the Industrial Department of the Jin-Cha-Ji Military Region to work on military technology. Together with the Minister of Military Industry, Liu XX, he led a group of 8th Route Army soldiers to successfully develop explosives in New Yanggu Village, Tang County, achieving a daily production of 40 tons. Note, this number is questionable. After use, its power was no less than that of Japanese-made explosives. The landmines and grenades they manufactured played an important role in the war of resistance against Japan. In the autumn of 1942, Zong Benzhong was poisoned while testing explosives. During a Japanese invasion, he was treated at Daegu in Qingshu Mountain by Dr. Kopnes of the Bethune School of the Military Region, but his condition worsened, and he died despite all efforts to save him. This article states that Zong Benzhong was born in 1908 and died in 1942, but the list of martyrs at the Jin-Cha-Ji Martyrs Cemetery in Zhengzhou indicates he was born in 1916, and his year and place of death are unknown. Some records state his position as the director of the Tangxian Diangu chemical plant of the Jin-Cha-Ji Military Region of the 8th Route Army, while others say he was the engineering director of the chemical plant. Some also say he died in 1943 and was buried in the Tsuyan County Martyrs Cemetery. Zong Benzhong graduated from the Chemical Engineering Department of Tianjin Beiyang University in that era, a rare achievement nationwide. During the most difficult time of the War of Resistance against Japan, he put his skills to good use by manufacturing explosives for the 8th Route Army. Because of his contributions, his deeds were recorded. Besides our village, many martyrs came from neighboring villages, such as Dasachengjian, Laikengjian, Shanantswing, Mahuangtu Village, Beidiantu Village, Dayang Village, and other familiar villages. Looking at these familiar village names, although I know nothing about the unfamiliar names, I feel an indescribable emotion. Behind each name lies a young person who died young in the war, their life taken by the Japanese invaders. And those civilians killed by the Japanese army, like my grandfather, didn't even leave their names. Apart from their closest relatives, no one knew them. I came across the Jin-Cha-Ji Martyrs Cemetery by chance. It's now a national-level memorial facility for the War of Resistance against Japan. The tombstones bear inscriptions of condolence messages and memorial texts from the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, along with inscriptions by Mao Zedong, Zhu De, Nai Rongzhen, Yi Jianying, Lu Zhenkao, Xiao Ku, and Xu Tong. Nai Rongzhen's inscription is only 4 characters, mourning the dead and encouraging the living. That's all for today. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to share stories of the War of Resistance against Japan on this channel, as long as they are true stories, please contact us. See you next time.